street lights bleed into the pouring rain like old regrets running through my veins. An empty bottle guards an empty chair, but your perfume still lingers in the air. I strike one chord, it knows your touch. It hurts because it remembers too much. This weathered wood, these rusted strings still carry all the songs you used to sing. Some nights don't end, they simply fade, leaving lonely echoes where promises were made. She left her heart in my guitar. Now every note knows where you are. Every band cries louder than my voice. Every string moans a broken choice. These blue melodies refuse to die. They drift like smoke across the sky. If love can haunt an old cafe, then you're still here in every song I play. The bass walks slow beneath my soul, keeping every heartbeat under control. The drummer waits behind the time, letting every silence softly rhyme. My amplifier glows like fading gold, warming stories growing old. One slow slide across the fret, and I'm not ready to forget. The blues don't ask you to be strong, they simply teach you to hold on. Every scar becomes a tune, every sunset finds a moon. She left her heart in my guitar. Now every note knows where you are. Every trembling vibrato calls your name, but nothing ever sounds the same. These blue melodies refuse to die. They keep your shadow close by. If heaven hears forgotten prayers, it'll find your voice still living long after I've gone home, because a lonely guitar never really plays alone. She left her heart in my guitar, like midnight trapped inside a star. Every echo tells our story still, across the valley, over every hill. When my voice has turned to dust, these strings will keep our sacred trust. One last bend beneath the fading light, one last whisper through the night. this guitar still sings. A single note rises, slowly bending, deep with vibrato. The room falls silent, only the amplifier hums. And somewhere between the smoke and the rain, your heartbeat answers mine. There's a chair beside me no one fills, just cigarette smoke and broken thrills. The jukebox breathes another old refrain, while thunder writes your name in rain. My guitar wakes with a tired sigh, like it already knows the reason why. One gentle bend, one slow refrain, and every note becomes your name. These worn-out hands still search the dark for one last fire, one final spark. When words surrender to the night, the blues become my only light. Whiskey rain and your name again, pouring through my soul like an old slow train. Every crying string pulls me back in time, where your heartbeat used to answer mine. This lonely guitar keeps calling your ghost, holding on when I should let go the most. If love can live inside one song, then maybe you were here all along. The bass walks low beneath my feet, like an old heart skipping every beat. The drummer waits behind the groove, giving every sorrow room to move. The amp glows soft in amber light, keeping lonely company tonight. One trembling slide across the strings, and silence suddenly learns to sing. The moon won't judge these tired eyes, or every beautiful disguise. Some wounds never disappear, they simply learn to sound sincere. Whiskey rain and your name again, flowing through these six strings once again. Every soulful bend reaches for the sky, like one last prayer that refuses to die. This lonely guitar still knows your face, hidden inside every empty space. If time forgets what love has done, the blues remembers everyone. Maybe heaven sounds like an old guitar, still chasing a forgotten star. Maybe every broken soul we meet leaves another rhythm underneath. I'll keep this melody alive as long as these hands survive. to remember beautifully. Whiskey rain, and your name remained like blue fire running through my veins. Every echo tells the truth, that your love never really died. When the last half-lit fire loses its glow, and every crowded room lets go, one final band will softly say, I loved you anyway. The bottle is empty, the rain still falls, the reverb fades, a whisper of feedback, one last blue note still hanging, still singing your name. I found your shadow in an old cafe, where broken records slowly fade away. The bartender smiled, then looked aside, like he knew the tears I came to hide. My guitar was sleeping in a worn-out case, still carrying the scent of your embrace. One trembling chord, one whispering sigh, and every memory came back alive. These empty hands still reach for you, like morning reaching for the dew. Every silence has a sound when love is nowhere to be found. I've got a heart made of blue, still beating slow for someone like you. Every string cries louder than I do, every note keeps falling into blue. This old six-string knows my soul, it sings the words I can't control. If tears could dance beneath the moon, they'd move just like this lonely tune. Cracked up amp begins to glow, like fire buried deep below. The drummer waits behind the beat, letting every heartbeat breathe. The bass walks softly through the night, holding darkness to the light. My fingers bend another prayer, hoping somehow you're still there. The blues don't ask for perfect hearts, they bloom inside the broken parts. Every scar becomes a line written deep in borrowed time. I've got a heart made of blue, still beating slow for someone like you. Every string cries louder than I do, every note keeps falling into blue. This old six-string knows my soul, it sings the words I can't control. If tears could dance beneath the moon, they'd move just like this lonely tune. Oh. till the dawn forgives the night. If heaven listens from afar, it'll hear the truth inside this guitar. I've got a heart made of blue, still singing every dream of you. Every band reaches higher than before, knocking on a forgotten door. This guitar and I will never lie. We only tell the reasons people cry. When the final echo fades from view, my soul will still belong to the blues and to you, and to you. A slow bend, a deep vibrato, the last note lingers, the room grows still. Only the guitar keeps breathing, like a heart made of blue. Like a heart made of blue. The smoke still hangs where your perfume died. The broken jukebox keeps our alibi. Your coffee cup is gathering dust, like every promise turned to rust. My old guitar still knows your name. It cries each note, but not the same. These fingertips keep chasing ghosts, playing love that hurts the most. Every string remembers, every scar can sing. Silence wears your shadow like a wedding ring. All these shadows still sing your name through broken chords and midnight rain. Every bend is another goodbye, every note another reason why. I'm bleeding blue in 6 steel strings, where every lonely echo clings. You left the room, but not my soul. The blue still keeps what love once stole. The city sleeps beneath old neon skies, while lonely angels drink cheap wine. The moon keeps hanging far too low, watching wounded rivers flow. I hear your laughter in the amps like burning stars without a flame. Every heartbeat drips in time. Every memory tastes like wine. I'm still dancing with your ghost, holding on when I should let go most. If loving you was all I knew, then every blues was written true. One last pen, one last cry. The room grows quiet, but this old guitar still sings for you. Another midnight pours into my glass. The radio keeps playing songs from our past. Your picture fades beneath the candlelight, but your ghost still owns the silence of the night. This old guitar has learned to speak your name. With every scar and every burning flame, its trembling strings know every tear I've known, singing truths my lips have never shown. Time can steal the daylight, but never steal the blues. Every note I breathe tonight still comes back to you. When the guitar cries, heaven closes its eyes. Every broken bend tells another goodbye. Every lonely string keeps calling your soul, trying to mend what love couldn't hold. Wrapped in worn-out steel, playing every wound I never got to heal. If pain has a voice beneath these neon skies, you'll hear my heart when the guitar cries. The rain keeps dancing on this cracked old roof, like it's trying hard to wash away the truth. Your memory lingers in the smoky air, a melody that's always waiting there. The air begins to hum like distant thunder, pulling every shattered dream back under. One gentle slide, one aching vibrato, and suddenly your shadow fills the room. Maybe love's forever, and songs we never end. Maybe broken people just when the guitar cries, hear my heart when the guitar cries. You disappear. It turns every silence into something clear. The louder my heart breaks inside, the sweeter these blue notes cry. When the guitar cries, the whole world stands still. Every note climbs another lonely hill. Every echo carries your perfume away, yet leaves your love with me to stay. I'm the last slow dance in an empty bar, still chasing the light of your fading star. If angels ever listen to lonely lullabies, they'll hear my soul when the guitar cries. One last whisper, one last bend, one last trembling vibrato. The lights fade low, the drums fall silent. Only one guitar still crying. Your name, your name. The night's worn thin like an old black coat. A lonely sack sighs through a single note. My whiskey burns, but it can't erase the quiet ghost of your sweet embrace. This battered fender starts to moan, like it remembers what I've never known. One aching bend cuts through the air, and suddenly you're everywhere. The smoke keeps dancing with the light, like yesterday refusing night. Every heartbeat falls behind in this slow parade of borrowed time. The blues knows your name better than I do. It calls you back in every shade of blue. Every crying string reaches through the dark, searching for the fire you left inside my heart. This old guitar keeps speaking for me, singing every truth I couldn't set free. If love is gone, then tell me why the blues still makes your shadow cry. The drummer leans behind the beat, like tired footsteps on an empty street. The bass rolls low, warm and slow, where forgotten dreams still gently flow. The amp glows soft like candlelight, the silence through the night. One slow slide across the freight finds every kiss I can't forget. Some wounds never fade away. They simply learn another way. To breathe between each lonely line, like old red wine and passing time. The blues knows your name better than I do. It paints the sky in darker shades of blue. Every soulful band climbs towards the stars, leaving little pieces of my heart in these bars. This old guitar won't let you disappear. It keeps your voice forever near, long after every word has flown. The blues will never leave me alone. Maybe every love becomes a song, long after both hearts have moved on. Maybe every tear becomes a flame, burning softly without blame. So let these 6 strings tell my truth, with all the scars of wasted youth. If tomorrow never calls my name, tonight the blues will do the same. The blues knows your name and mine, somewhere between the stars and time. Every echo carries what we were, like a fading photograph that's still a blur. One last bend before goodbye, one last note beneath the sky. When every light has disappeared, only this guitar will still remember your name, your name. The tubes still glow, the room stands still. A slow bend rises, a deep vibrato lingers. The river fades into silence, but somewhere in the dark, the guitar keeps singing. The bar is almost empty now, just faded lights and broken vows. dusty record softly spins, playing where our love had been. My fingers find these worn out strings, like birds with broken weary wings. Every chord still calls your name, but nothing ever sounds the same. This old heart keeps missing beats, like footsteps fading down the street. The night grows quiet, cold and slow. There's only one more song I know. This is the last song my guitar knows. A river of blues where the lonely heart goes. Every bend is a tear I couldn't hide. Every note keeps your memory alive. The amplifier sighs like an old best friend, begging this broken story not to end. If love is only smoke beneath the moon, why does your shadow still fill this room? The rain taps softly on the glass, counting every year that's passed. Your laughter lives inside the strings, floating where the silence sings. The drummer barely marks the time. The bass moves slow like old red wine. Nothing hurries, nothing fights, just blue hearts breathing through the night. Every scar has found a sound. Every dream still lingers around. When words can no longer explain, the guitar speaks my pain. This is the last song my guitar knows. A river of blues where the lonely heart goes. Every bend is a tear I couldn't hide. Every note keeps your memory alive. The amplifier sighs like an old best friend, begging this broken story not to end. If love is only smoke beneath the moon, why does your shadow still fill this room? Maybe tomorrow the sun will rise, but not for these tired eyes. Some hearts never truly heal, they simply learn how not to feel. Still I keep this old guitar near, the only thing that hears my tears. It's weathered wood and rusted strings, know everything that sorrow brings. This is the last song my guitar knows. Still blooming where no flower grows. blanket blue. The whiskey runs dry. One final slide, one final bend. The reverb hangs, the silence answers, and the guitar keeps singing for the love that never left. Neon flickers like a tired flame. Another empty stool still knows your name. Smoke curls slowly through the midnight air, like every prayer that never found you there. My whiskey's warm, but my hands are cold, holding on to stories left untold. This battered guitar leans against my chair, waiting for a heart that's no longer there. Every scar becomes a melody, every silence turns into a sigh. Tonight these strings will tell the truth, long before these lips can't even try. I'm blue without you, deeper than the rain. Every crying note keeps calling you again. This old guitar bends like a broken soul, searching for the pieces that once made me whole. The echoes never lie, they remember your touch. Some ghosts disappear, yours never does. If love leaves footprints only time can see, then every blues I play still leads to you and me. The amplifier breathes a lonely hum, like an old friend saying she'll never come. One slow slide across these rusted strings, and suddenly the whole room starts to sing. The drummer barely brushes time away, the bass keeps every heartbeat in its place. Nothing rushes in this midnight groove, only sorrow learning how to move. Maybe every goodbye needs a song to survive. Maybe broken hearts keep the blues alive. I'm blue without you, deeper than the rain. Every crying note keeps calling you again. This old guitar bends like a broken soul, searching for the pieces that once made me whole. The echoes never lie, they remember your touch. Some ghosts disappear, yours never does. If love leaves footprints only time can see, then every blues I play but never fade. Like promises the night still made. So let this sixth string carry what's left of me, floating through this endless sea. Every note is one more chance to hold your shadow for one last dance. I'm blue without you, deeper than the sea, still hearing your heartbeat inside of me. Every soulful bend reaches for the light, like a lonely star refusing night. This guitar still sings with your voice inside, but love and sorrow always collide, until the final chord fades into the dark. You'll always be the bluest part of my heart. A single note hanging, breathing. One last bend, one last whisper. The room falls silent. Only the guitar still remembers. Still remembers. The room breathes slow. The neon burns with a tired glow. My shadow leans against the wall, listening for your footsteps down the hall, where the guitar rests on my knee, like it's been waiting patiently. One lonely chord breaks through the air, and suddenly you're everywhere. And I don't hide the truth, it only dims the light. Every soul has one old wound that wakes up after midnight. It sees behind my eyes. Every bend cries your name. Every heartbeat sounds the same. These six strings know what I can't say. They keep your memory alive this way. If love was only passing through, why does the blues still sound like you? The drummer breathes behind the beat, like slow footsteps down an empty street. The bass rolls deep beneath the floor, like waves against a distant shore. The tubes begin to everglow, where old confessions overflow. One gentle slide, one trembling tone, makes this crowded room feel all alone. Some dreams fade into smoke, some promises remain, some hearts heal with sunshine, mine healed with rain. Midnight never lies, it hears forgotten cries. Every vibrato shakes my soul, trying to make this broken spirit whole. My guitar sings softer than the wind, about all the places we've never been. Long after every tear runs dry, the blues remembers why. Truly move on. Baby, every goodbye leaves a flame, burning quietly without a name. So I'll stop asking where you are and let these strings travel that far, because every note I cannot speak finds his voice upon this sixth string. Midnight never lies, it never says goodbye. Every echo finds its way back to yesterday, when the final spotlight fades away. Silence owns the stage. One last band will fill the air, like a prayer, like forgiveness, like love, still singing through this old guitar. Softly, the rain keeps falling, a single note blooms, deep, slow, alive, then fades into the quiet where only the blues remains. Remains. The bar closed hours ago, but I'm still here, talking to the silence with another beer. The bartender left the last light on, like he knew I'd never make it home. My old guitar wears cracks like skin, every scar tells where I've been. Its wooden heart has outlived every flame. yet somehow it still whispers your name. People leave, the seasons change, but a lonely melody never forgets. Only the strings remember the promises we made, long after the photographs have quietly faded. Every slow bend breaks the night, every blue note finds the light. If my voice should disappear, this old guitar will keep you near. Dust hangs softly in the neon haze, like little ghosts of better days. The drummer brushes time away, never asking it to stay. The bass moves low like a restless tide, carrying everything I tried to hide. One gentle slide across the steel says more than words could ever reveal. The moon has heard this song before. It keeps my secrets on the empty floor. Only the strings remember the nights we couldn't say. Every trembling vibrato grows like another wave. These worn out frets still know your touch, even after all this time. Love may leave without a warning, the blues never says goodbye. Somewhere it can belong. I found a home inside this song. Only the strings remember when everything else is gone. They hold the laughter, they hold the tears, they hold every dawn. When my hands can play not for the applause, but for the love that still lives between these strings. I want to hum a slow weeping bend, deep vibrato. The reverb hangs in the air. No words remain, only 6 strings still remembering.